So I don't know like who follow me and who don't, but coming out of the penitentiary, I was impulsive and I didn't have no penis control. And if y'all look at my TikTok, y'all see I got a bunch of babies by different women. And I could say as a man, that was one of the most foolish things I ever did in my damn life. Like having kids, having no penis discipline and just putting it anywhere and, you know, busting inside of motherfuckers. Like that was one of the most foolish things I ever did in my life. Like it's so rough raising kids with multiple women. It's so rough. There's no way you're gonna get around certain people being jealous, and that's natural. There's no way you're gonna be able to give the kids equal amount of time. Um, you got females that get you got the ones that get mad because they feel like you're doing more for the other kid, so they don't let you see the kid. You got the ones that use them as pawns, like, and then also it really weakens the family structure and the family foundation because I can't be the king of so many different castles. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the king of all these different castles. Then, like, you know, they moms date other men, and I'm not one of them dudes who be like, man, don't have no nigga around my baby. That ain't me. I don't do that shit. I accept it for what it is, and I just pray and hope, and that the women that I have kids by, pick decent men to bring around their kids. And I do feel like the women that I have kids by, they are decent enough women. They not gonna have just anybody around them. So I respect any man that they bring around. But man, it's so hard, man. That shit's so that's one of the biggest challenges of life, man. Like I will admit that I have cried several times not seeing my kids. I have 7 kids by 6 different women. That's and crazy. It's 3 of them that I don't get to see because of their parents. And because of their mother, excuse me. And my oldest son, we just got a challenging relationship because I went to the penitentiary I was 15 when I had him, and I went to the penitentiary at 16. Then I didn't come out till he was 9, and I went back before he turned 11.
Wow.
15? You went to jail? Wait, 15? You had a child?
16, you went to
prison. That's the problem,
right?
Well, I'm not gonna lie though; those baby mamas are dumb too.
Yeah. And he said that he believes that they are good people, like they good women. They wouldn't have they have poor judgment. I'm sorry. I can't trust these women with children, let alone their own vaginas.
No, I kind of respected the fact when he said that, when he picked good women to have babies by.
Are they good women?
How are they good women if they're the 4th, 5th, 6th, 3rd baby mama? How are they good women if they couldn't even realize this man already has kids with multiple women? Let me not be the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 3rd.
Oh,
I understood what he was saying. I understood what he was saying. That they clean cut, not that they're decent women. He specifically said they're all decent women.
No,
and the fact that he doesn't get jealous that don't have no baby. That's all making them crazy.
He can't get jealous. He is a baby father to 7 women. He can't get jealous at any other man.
He sounds very reflective. I mean, probably too late or whatever, but if you really listen to him, he did it all to himself. And he's saying that. He's not blaming nobody but himself. Like, you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, shout out to accountability years later and 6 kids later.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, at least he had 2 kids with one of them. He did, he tried. He did 2 kids with at least one.
He said I was in the penitentiary at 16. It was like, it was doomed from
I think he had came out and then he went back in. It was more to it than that. But.
It was doomed from the start. But at least some people don't never get reflected. At least he's like saying, you know what, man? I'm sitting in he's like teaching you not to be like that.
Yeah.
So he was in prison back and forth, and women still made babies with him, multiple women. But they're out here saying the average guy is not good enough for them. Actually, some women are saying if a man is 40 years old and he has no kids, he's a red flag. Because apparently some woman should have had his kids already, because that means if he has no kids, no woman wants him. But the man who was in and out of prison was able to have 7 kids from 6 different women.
I thought it was like a service that he did just now. Like, you know, don't be like me.
Not a service.
At first, he sounded like he was bragging. Like, you know, some niggas be like, yeah, don't have all these babies. I fucking all these women. Don't do that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't start like you bragging. But he then he started sounding like he was reflective and disappointed in himself.
Nah, bro he should have reflected 4 baby mamas ago.
What the hell?
KG, your mic. Your mic.
Sound like a baby mama for a second.
Yeah, it's like high pitched.
You sound like you had sucked some helium.
Yeah.
You hit one of the effects or something.
Now you on mute.
So I was like, who is that speaking? Which girl?
I know that's just spooky.
Oh, man, y'all give me now.
Yeah, we can hear his deep voice now.
No,
That's
I said,
crazy.
you said he was reflecting. He should have reflected 4 baby mamas ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my point is, some people never reflect. Never. They never reflect. They stay like in that, like, yo, forever. I mean,
I have a
that's
question for the panel. What besides the career and money, what makes this guy so much different than Stefan Diggs?
Nothing.
He's still a baby daddy.
But you know,
he's remorseful.
Earlier.
But you know what's so interesting about what makes them no different? They all still going.
Yeah.
Them baby mama types, like the ones he got still going. See, y'all. I just find it very hard to believe that you really think that all women are just going. Like,
They are.
I mean, he has 6 baby mamas. Clearly, that's a high number. Stefan Diggs, Nick Cannon, Future. And this guy doesn't have Future money, doesn't have Nick Cannon money. But the fact that he went to prison, to some women that was good enough, he was able to have 7 babies with 6 of them. That's crazy, though. That, like, the archetype that women go for is just crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a 7th woman who has his baby too.
He can get a woman right now with no kids, right now. With all of the kids he got, he can get a kid.
Okay, so got a question. So let's say he does. Now, what type of woman is he getting?
It could be a nice girl.
No. Is she a smart girl signing up to sleep with a man that got 6 kids by 7 baby mamas? Now you got to think, what type of dummy is signing up for that?
I don't call it. They may be naive.
No, wait.
That's crazy.
Why do y'all think that women are asking questions before they drop in their panties?
So if that's the case, she's still a dummy.
No. Listen. All I'm saying is
That's a good
2
question.
things could be right.
wait. What you think? Wait. You think he got to the 4th one, the 5th one, the 6th one? You think all of that was like by mistake? That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't get to 7 kids with 6 women by mistake.
That's
all I'm
true.
saying.
They all
No,
want
it's
it.
not a mistake because is it a choice? There's a choice to have kids.
Yeah.
Everything is a choice. But what I'm saying is, y'all are also going to continuously make bad choices.
This guy is getting the women that Stefan Diggs is getting. The same bad type of mentality women that wants to just be the next baby mother. I think I wouldn't do it, but there are women that's out there that's willing to do it.
I just don't believe y'all.
Stefan might be getting better looking women.
Or you believe them that they were talking about that guy that was just on the video?
So you believe we're still going with this guy on the video with the penitentiary guy that just got out of jail?
I believe that it's all the same is my point. I don't think that there's any difference. The same chicks that Stefan Diggs can fuck is the same chicks that he can fuck. And they all going.
Anson, I know you don't believe that. I don't.
Why wouldn't I believe
possibly believe that all
his baby mamas look like.
Think this way. Like all women, some women are actually raised by good fathers, and they're not doing that.
I do.
I don't
think you could change your mind by keep saying it over and over.
You know how you change a woman that was raised by a good father to do something different than what she was raised? Don't let her spend more time with the guy than she did under her father. The reason why they were saying that you should stay with that. There's no shacking up. The reason why that is because if you let a good girl in the presence of a wolf long enough, she becomes prey. And so that is the whole reason why they didn't want y'all shacking up. It's the whole reason why you had to go through the father in order to ask for the woman's hand in marriage prior to getting with her, so that, or if in the case that y'all did get into a situation, you had to make an honest woman out of her. That's the whole logic behind how they used to do it back in the day. But the freedom that came along with women being able to do whatever it is that they want to do now makes them easily susceptible, because once she's under his household or whether with this nigga long enough, you're not telling me that she's saying no, because women don't honestly, they don't have rules for dudes that they like.
That's true.
Right.
So the reason why they have strong fathers is because they had to be protected from themselves. But even if you got a strong father, when you're not under his covering and you're not under his roof and you're not under his presence, you're going to do shit that you wouldn't normally do if you were under his presence.
But they don't need a man's presence right now because they say they have a bunch of degrees, they're smart, they make money, they are smart as men, sometimes even smarter than men, women's intuition. But somehow they become sixth baby mama to a man with 7 kids from other women. Crazy. But it's true. When they like you, the rules are out of the window. If you're not a nice guy, they're going to have a whole bunch of rules for you. They're going to make you wait till after marriage and things like that. The nice guy is the one who needs to buy flowers and all those things. But if you're Nick Cannon and Future and maybe you've been to prison like this guy, no rules. It just goes.
Because you were suppressed. It was always.
That's why I said that I don't
Not
believe
just suppressed,
because the minute that you get removed from that covering, it's over. It's over. It is done. It's over with. Every girl would never did this before until they did it. It's over.
And everybody can say, "Oh, that I wouldn't do that." Everybody's so smart. I would never stay with no man and do that. I should be treated like a queen. Everybody thinks that until that dude treats you like shit, and then you say, "You know what? This ain't too bad."
I would never let my daughter go out of state for college. Ever. I said that years ago, and people were like, "Oh man, you was too strict." Well, guess what? She graduated this year, and she's not going out of state. Not happening. Not happening. Not on my watch.
Well, eventually she won't be under your covenant.
Exactly. Yeah, when she get married. So and I got her a house. And guess where her house is?
Right next to yours.
2 blocks down.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, but all that cannot stop her from doing whatever she wants. Now, I don't want to talk about a man's daughter, but in general, you can only control a human being, especially an adult, to the extent for so much. They're going to do whatever they want to do. So as a man, as a father, you can do the best you can do. But at the end of the day, the son, the daughter, they're going to do whatever they want to do, at some point, especially when they become adults. So I understand where Anton Daniels is coming from, trying to be the best dad he can be and putting all these parameters on his daughter. But at some point, like I think who just said, Mimi, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. And he won't do nothing to stop her.
Whatever I got to do. Whatever I have to do to protect my daughter, I am going to do it.
In Jesus' name, I hope that she does everything that you
I ain't got to pray about it. I already know. I'm already going to do it.
Right.
Oh, I hear that.
If she was to go
by y'all's logic, she's going.
If she was to go out of state, I'm going to. That
well,
was,
he's got.
That
so
was the
Anton
rule.
is
if
going to
go out of
hand her
state,
to the.
I'm going to.
I could dig it.
And you're going to hand her to her husband.
Correct.
So she's going to be going from her father to her husband. So there's no in between time to be going. She ain't going nowhere.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it's an idea, but that's if she follows it, because she's going to be an adult and she can do whatever she wants to do. They're not talking about that part. So I agree with Mimi. It's only his idea, but we have to find out if it's her idea as well, because people change.
That's the whole idea. That's my point.
She ain't going nowhere.
I would like to think that was every man's hope and idea. That I mean, I don't think any
but
man.
But not Anton is little. That's a little extreme. But
well, if we're gonna talk general, let's talk general.
No, it's not.
Like whenever anyone talks specifically on this panel, it gets shut down. But then Anton talks about himself specifically, and everybody's in this like, oh yeah, this is how it's going to be. We don't know that, and Anton don't even know that.
No, what I say is, see, Mimi is changing it. We just had Miss Blue say whatever it is that she wanted to say about her own people. Nobody stopped her. My rule is you are not required to share personal information, and if somebody asks you something, you could say, well, I don't want to tell my business. You don't have to say that. So we could just speak in general, or you can use your own situation. But if you do, then we have a conversation back and forth, and that's all.
I would shudder to say that Anton is very much an exception to the general rule. Okay?
No, I'm just intentional.
You're a very much an exception to the general rule because most men, most fathers are not as intentional or as capable to provide those types of things.
And that's why we got more single mothers than ever before.
And that may be the case. But again, when we start talking specifically about things, it's totally, if I say something specific or someone else say something specific, when I tell you I'm not going, I'm telling you I'm not going.
You can tell me, but you can just say, Anton, I don't believe you.
Your daughter ain't going. My daddy's daughter ain't going. Okay.
But you don't have nobody.
Yeah, but you have nobody in your corner like
just because I say,
you know what I have.
Just because I say I think you going, that don't mean you going. That's just my assessment or my opinion of the situation. That don't mean that you're doing it.
Well, that's not exactly what was portrayed a little bit earlier, though. It kind of sounded like, oh no, bitch, you going because all women go. So I'm just.
But
I'm not gonna sit up in the echo chamber and just say, oh, well, yeah, this is what Anton said.
When did my opinion become the end all be all?
I kind of agree with Mimi though. She's saying when they make it personal, because they were talking about the fact that most women who become, for example, you see the topic down here, this man has 7 kids with 6 baby mamas. And Anton Daniel said most women are still going to become the 7th and 8th and 9th, 10th baby mama to this guy and the Stefan Diggs of this world, the Nick Cannons, the Futures. So men who have multiple baby mamas, there's a reason they have multiple baby mamas because for some reason women find them attractive. So Anton Daniel is saying all these women are going. So Mimi is saying she's not going. Now, we don't know for sure if she won't go in a specific, place, time, and specific guy, but she's saying she's not going. So, Anton Daniel saying his daughter is not going because he's going to be the best father he can be. But I disagree. And I agree with Mimi that you never know. You cannot tell an adult what to do. I think his daughter is not an adult yet, but when she becomes an adult age, he won't be able to control her. He won't be able to do everything that he wants her to do. She will choose to do it or not. You can't really put weird restrictions and protections around an adult. They can do whatever they want to do. All right, but anyway, shout out to Anton Daniels. All right, guys. So shout out to you guys who are watching. Again, if you're just coming to the stream, I really appreciate you. But I understand that you cannot comment down below in the chat, or at least if you can, I just can't see it. And I can't comment down below. So I don't know who's watching, but whoever is watching, I appreciate you for pulling up to today's stream. And I'll be back tomorrow, probably early in the morning. All right. So I appreciate you guys as I'm heading out. Like the video, subscribe. Till next time. Peace.